Thanks for joining us here on Valley News Live at 6:30. Plenty of clear sky out there from our Corwin Auto Tower. Can't have the sunglasses ready because high pressure means not a cloud in the sky for us this evening. Temperatures also are warm thanks to that south wind that we had today. Kind of like a blow dryer today. We got those low to mid 80s right now in Fargo and in Grand Forks. 90 right now in Jamestown, 101 there in Bismarck, 78 in Bemidji, one of the cooler spots there as we speak, 88 in Devil's Lake, but just to the west there, Minot 97. So afternoon temperatures today a little bit cooler than we were expecting. That warm front didn't quite get here in time to really warm us up here this afternoon, but tomorrow that warm front will be through. South wind will be with us again, so we do expect it to be dangerously hot there in the afternoon when we factor in that heat and humidity. Heat index values, though, this evening still in the 80s and 90s, so it still is, well, wise to take it easy if you spend some time outdoors here this evening with those heat index values up over 80 degrees for pretty much everybody. Tomorrow, it'll be hot again, highs in the 90s toward the south, and the heat index values pushing 100 degrees also. Now, with that heat humidity, it'll be unstable. The atmosphere will be unstable, so with a cold front coming through, we're watching for some strong to isolated severe storms, mainly after dinner time tomorrow in the PM hours. Hail, damaging wind, the primary concerns, but with all the humidity that we're feeding into this system and how slow they're moving, we could see some heavy rain reports, up to 2 inches of total rainfall from some of these storms, and that could lead to some localized flooding. But of course, that's a first alert weather day tomorrow for that heat and for that storm chance. Notice the deeper green here is the marginal risk of severe weather, which means it's a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather risk scale from Ellendale to Sisseton, Fergus Falls, Detroit Lakes, Fargo, Moorhead, up toward Bemidji, and say Oakley as well included in that. So that's level 1. Level 0, or just general thunderstorms, is that lighter green from Grand Forks and points off toward the west from there. Northern Minnesota expected to miss this altogether because I think that instability will be most right along that cold front moving from southwest to northeast here this evening. But here's, of course, those threats. Good news with this cold front. We're far enough away from the center of the low pressure that our tornado risk, low. Not enough spin in the atmosphere for that tornado risk, but we still have enough instability for large hail and damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour, along with that flooding. Best chance of flooding probably in urban areas and areas with poor drainage that are more prone to flooding, especially those areas that pick up that 2 inch of rain possible with this system. So here's the way things look tonight. We're quiet and mild this evening. South wind does come down a little bit, though it still is breezy overnight. So temperatures will stay mild all night long. 70s for morning temperatures, 60s in the cool spots tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. Watching a few passing clouds in the morning hours, maybe a spotty shower or rumble under those clouds tomorrow morning, but expecting things to be quiet for that morning commute tomorrow. 70s and 80s already by 9:30. South wind you see really kicks into high gear in the afternoon ahead of that cold front, which the cold front at this time at 1 p.m. is still out near Minot. So not quite moving through our region yet, but as we head towards, say, the afternoon, you see those mid to upper 90s toward the south, 70s and 80s north. This is when things get hottest. This is when we have the most dangerous heat index values. Will be right around 5 o'clock tomorrow. So here's 6:30. Notice that cold front finally starts to roll through. That north wind there, south wind here. There's the front. There's those storms firing along that front after about 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And that follows that southwest northeasterly pattern all the way into Lakes country. Notice Detroit Lakes included in that chance of severe storms. So for those WeFest goers, make sure you are staying weather aware. Have that VNL weather app on you. You can track the radar and get notified if any of these storms do become severe tomorrow night when you're out and about away from your normal weather source. By midnight, I think most of the intense storms will be fizzling, but still could see some lingering showers and storms there around the midnight hour tomorrow night. And here's your rainfall estimates. You can see right along that same southwest to northeast line. Some areas 1 to 2 inches, those yellows, but the oranges 2 to 3 inches of total rainfall from that slow moving storm that moves through in the PM hours. But the cold front, Justin, good news is means 70s for the weekend. Plenty of dry time ahead both Saturday and Sunday. We're back in the 80s next week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Nathan. Coming up, see how local businesses and volunteers came together to get supplies to thousands of students in need. Next.